chairman siya ng Securities and Exchange Commission. Ayun, nakaaway na nun si President Duterte.
As kasi minove siya ni Painter, ano? Kasi hindi pwedeng magka-level sila sa protocol kasi hindi niya ka-level.
Siyempre.
Pangulo
yan.
Mangunguna sa linya yung Pangulo.
Siyempre.
Nasa likod yung Secretary of Foreign Affairs.
Definitely.
So you see, si Painter, titiyak niya yung protocol sa susunod. Diba?
Kasi lahat siya recorded Kaya pag tinignan mo ulit yung record niyan, doon makikita kung ano yung mga protocol na ino-observe.
So isa-isa may mga brief chat na mangyayari between President Duterte. Greetings, no? Most likely greetings dun sa mga members ng Diplomatic Corps. Habang hindi pa dumadating yung members ng Diplomatic Corps, nagpapapicture taking
of the Diplomatic Corps.
Naku, nauna si si Secretary Yasay na magpapicture. Of course.
Papa Nuncio.
As the Dean of the Diplomatic Corps.
The Ambassador of the Independent State of Papua New Guinea.
So narinig natin isa-isa pinapakilala.
The Ambassador of Brunei Darussalam. The Ambassador of the United Arab Emirates. The Ambassador of the State of Kuwait. The Ambassador of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste. The Ambassador of the People's Republic of Bangladesh. The Ambassador of the Kingdom of Cambodia. The Ambassador of the Republic of Italy. The Ambassador of the Republic of Egypt. The Ambassador of the United Kingdom, Great Britain, and Northern Ireland. The Ambassador of the United Mexican States. The Ambassador of the Republic of Austria. The Ambassador of the Republic of the Union of Myanmar. The Ambassador of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. The Ambassador of Canada. The Ambassador of the United States of America. The Ambassador of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. The Ambassador of the Republic of India. The Ambassador of the Sultanate of Oman. The Ambassador of the Republic of Turkey. The Ambassador of the People's Republic of China. The Ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia. The Ambassador of the Federal Republic of Germany. The Ambassador of the Kingdom of Spain. The Ambassador of the State of Israel. The Ambassador of Japan. The Ambassador of the Argentine Republic. The Ambassador of the Republic of Panama. The Ambassador of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. the Ambassador of the Republic of South Africa.
The Ambassador of New Zealand. The Ambassador of the Lao People's Democratic Republic. The Ambassador of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The Ambassador of the Kingdom of Thailand. The Ambassador of the Republic of Singapore. The Ambassador of the Republic of Korea. The Ambassador of the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka. The Ambassador of the French Republic.
The Ambassador of the Islamic Republic of Iran. The Ambassador of the Commonwealth of Australia. The Ambassador of the Federative Republic of Brazil. The Ambassador of the Republic of Iraq. The Ambassador of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. the Ambassador of the Sovereign Military Order of Malta, the Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of Libya in the Philippines, the Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of Angola and the Philippines, the Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of Palau, the Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of Romania, the Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of Malaysia, the Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of Nigeria, the Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of Chile, the Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of Hungary, the Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of Belgium, the Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of the Czech Republic, the Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of Denmark, the Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of Norway, the Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of Greece, the Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of Russia, the Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of Switzerland, the Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of Qatar, the Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of the European Union in the Philippines. The President of the Asian Development Bank. And Mr. President, the Resident Coordinator of the United Nations in the Philippines.
Ano na, magka-cabinet meeting na ba siya? O meron pang konting ano yan, kainan or oo. O meron pang kainan. Yan. Ayan, kumakain na yata sila. Ano? Hindi pa sinaserve yung ating mga local delicacies. Yung ating soup, yung munggo soup, yung ano ba to? Ang tawag dun sa saging na
I'm not
pinapapreno?
sure
Maruya.
kung tapos
No?
na silang kumain, ano? Kasi may
Oo
nakita
nga
ko
eh.
mga empty glasses na eh.
Oo, maruya. No? Yung durian, siyempre.
I think this is the opportunity na makamingle ni
Ang
President
presidente.
Duterte yung mga guests
Oo.
niya.
That will
Inside,
take-
eto go, I think papunta na siya sa ano.
sa cabinet meeting?
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen,
Siguro, no?
His Excellency, the
Tatandaan
President
nila
of the
yun. Siguro
Philippines.
makikipag-mingle muna siya.
No, members to ng diplomatic corps.
Excellencies
Yung mga
of the
ibang-
diplomatic corps, today we honor the Filipino people's powerful victory to peacefully give a voice to their aspirations for a life of constancy and dignity. Our people have spoken and the message is very clear. We seek a nation living in peace and order. We shall engage the world to make a solid contribution for our stability and security. And therefore, Excellencies, I propose this toast to our friends and partners in the region and the world over. We look to you for the support as we continue to work together for peace, security, and progress. Mabuhay! To your success. To the success of your nation. Thank you.
Meron silang toasting na ginagawa.
So ito
Ano
yung
na,
toast
tingin
speech
mo?
na karaniwang binibigay ng Pangulo ng bansa. Usually sa Vandenor, pero since walang Vandenor, ito yung ibibigay na message. Sasagutin naman ng din ng diplomatic
Excellency
corps
Rodrigo
na naging mensahe.
Duterte, President of the Republic of the Philippines, Honorable Secretaries of the Cabinet, Honorable Salvador Media Leader, Executive Secretary, Honorable Perfecto Yasay, Secretary of the Department of Foreign Affairs, distinguished government officials and chiefs of the Philippine Armed Forces and the Philippine National Police. Your Excellencies, the ambassadors and heads of the international organizations accredited to the government of the Philippines, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Mr. President, on behalf of the heads of the diplomatic missions accredited to the Philippine government, I have the great honor to express warmest congratulations to Your Excellency with best wishes for the success of the accomplishment of your high office as President of the Republic of the Philippines. The first word of a book is always the most important. It satisfies the curiosity of imagining its content and invites to read it. But some books have empty pages and await words to be written and to be read with the unfolding of the events. The initial page of the first chapter of this book, Mr. President, is dated June 30, 2016, and bears your name. But it also bears the name of every Filipino within the country and abroad who are bound by ties of affection and gratitude to this nation, its geography, history, and tradition. Starting today, all the women and men of this country are called to write on the blank pages of this book to engrave their aspirations and dreams, their convictions and ideals. This book, Mr. President, contains the names of your fellow citizens to whom you, in the name of the Constitution, have pledged to build a just and a humane society and promote the common good. We are grateful to you, Mr. President, for your kind invitation to this historic encounter that offers to the diplomatic family in Manila the possibility to greet you personally in order to strengthen the bonds of friendship and collaboration between the Philippines and the government of the countries and international organizations here represented. I would like to invite you now, dear colleagues in Diplomatic Corps and distinguished guests, to raise your glasses to the well-being of His Excellency President Rodrigo Duterte and to the prosperity and progress of the Filipino people. God bless the Philippines. Mabuhay.
May toast na naman sila, Hana.
Napakinggan natin ang
Oo.
mensahe ng Dean ng Diplomatic Corps na ang kahandaan ng international community at ng international organization na nasa bansa to work with the
The new
presidency.
That's right.
President Rodrigo Duterte.
Yun na ba yung buko juice?
I think,
Ha?
or mango
Hindi yan,
piña, something na Oo. So nakita natin yung kasama sa tradition ng bilang Dean ng Diplomatic Corps, yung
Oo.
Papal Nuncio, siya talaga yung nagsasalita in behalf of the
Oo.
members of the Diplomatic Corps. Very amiable naman, and nakita natin kung gaano winelcome ng mga
That's right.
members of the Diplomatic Corps ang bagong
Ang ganda.
presidente ng Pilipinas. At nakakatuwa dahil maganda ang pinapakitang relasyon ng envoy ng China
Oo,
kay
napakaganda.
President.
Very warm, no? Very warm.
Maybe because nakita na rin sila.
Oo, sa Davao,
Nag-courtesy call na sa Davao.
Doon pumunta pa mismo yung ambassador sa Davao.
And other
no?
ambassadors, like
Oo.
ambassadors ng Amerika, ng
Alam mo,
Japan.
maganda yung ginawa nilang ganun, ano? Talagang accepted talaga nila ang ating presidente.
And
Kasi hindi ka pares nung 2004 nung nanalo si GMA, di ba? Yun, medyo tainted with fraud. Kaya nagkaroon ng konting controversy. Di ba? Ito talagang napakalaking margin ng victory ni Mayor Digong. Talagang he is the president of the people. No question about that.
so
He
right
is the
na
choice of the people.
nakikita natin na nakikipag-mingle na umalis na siya sa grupo ng Diplomatic Corps.
Ayan,
At nakikita
tama.
natin na yung pag-mingle ni President Duterte dun sa ibang mga bisita niya
Sa
na
mga cabinet
umattend sa
niya.
kanyang inauguration.
That's right. Nakita ko si Paeng Mariano, no? Yung head sa
I can see the family outside, yung dating asawa
si
at ang apo niya,
Miss Zimmerman.
Elizabeth Zimmerman,
Sino yung isa?
kasama yung other family members ng Duterte, yung apo, anak niya ni
Inday Sara.
Inday Sara.
Isa lang ba anak ni Inday Sara? Dalawa.
Dalawa na. Ang isa
Ayan,
naka-police
naka-uniforme
uniform.
pa yata.
Ang
Police.
cute naman.
PNP Police. Ang ganda, no?
So, yung mga apo ay na-company si Lola.
Oo.
And para personal na makapag-bigay ng kanilang pagbati,
Kamukha ni Inday Sara ang mama niya, ano?
Mm-mm.
Exact copy. Ang galing. Katuwa yung apo. Ganda.
So pumasok na sa loob ng Palasyo ng Malacanang si Inday Sara kasama kanyang nanay
Meron silang reception.
at iba pang members ng Duterte family.
Ayan na siguro yung isi-serve na yung local delicacies ng Davao.
Na I think yung mga isi-serve dun sa kasama dun sa menu, paborito talaga ni Duterte.
Ay, oo. Oo.
Isa-isa nga nagpapa-picture, nakipag-group picture itong si President Duterte kasama yung members ng diplomatic corps. Katabi niya yung ambassador ng Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Oh, see.
Sa likod naman niya yung envoy ng Canada.
Oo.
Andiyan din from Norway, Brazil, Thailand, Malaysia. Nakikita natin yung mga envoys mula sa iba't ibang bansa. Waiting for their opportunity na makapagpa-pictures. Some are already taking their own selfie with the President.
Everybody
Nauna
would
yung
want to
mga
have a
envoys.
picture.
Pero nauna talaga si Foreign Affairs Secretary
Oo
Yasay.
naman. Oo, Yasay. Nakakatawa sila. Para lang din sila mga mga young people na talagang fond of recording history. Di ba?
So you can see very warm, Ang
Masaya.
pagtanggap ng
Masaya.
members ng diplomatic corps kay President Duterte.
Masaya sila. I guess ang siguro, ang kainan siguro sa ibang room na hindi dyan.
This is the President Hall Sala. Yung Rizal Hall, doon yata yung kainan. Andun kanina,
Ay, oo,
yung
may
mga
mga tables,
andun yung mga members ng mga bisita.
Picture. Of course, everybody wants to have a picture with the president.
Attorney Butch, now that presidente na si Mayor Duterte, si former Davao City Mayor Rodrigo Duterte, ano na yung inaasahan natin with the international community? Ano yung magiging relationship natin now that he's the new leader of the country?
Of course, one thing siguro, he should ensure na yung mga commitments natin nasusunod. No?
Na una niyang sinigurado sa
diba?
speech niya, di ba?
Yun talaga ang unang-una doon. But at the same time also, to ensure the safety and welfare of our overseas Filipino workers. Yun ang importante doon. Kaya it's very important na maganda ang relationship natin sa lahat ng mga bansa. Kaya nga maganda yung kanyang take dun sa ating naging issue with China sa West Philippine Sea. Sabi nga niya na he will definitely explore the avenue of negotiation, bilateral talks. So, although kasi marami nagsasabi, pag nag-bilateral talks ka dyan, wala kang laban.
And
Kasi it's a very small
at
country.
sinasabi ng ASEAN community na hindi pwede yun.
Oo, kasi gusto nila-
signatory ang Pilipinas doon.
Gusto nila talaga isang group.
So we'll wait and see kung ano yung magiging final decision ni President Duterte doon.
Pero tama naman
Kasi
talaga
maraming
ito.
consideration,
Oo.
When it comes to sa mga itong usapin, marami i-consider ang Pangulo. Like with
Kasi-
the other commitments natin tulad sa ASEAN.
Oo. Kasi mako-compromise din yung interest sa ibang bansa.
Aha.
Di ba? Kaya kita mo yung nangyari sa England, di ba? Napakalaking issue yung pag-alis nila sa Europe, di ba? Yung United Europe, EU.
Sa European Union, yung Brexit ko
malaking,
nga.
malaking issue. So dito, parang sinasabi ng ASEAN, hindi mo pwedeng desisyonan. Kasi meron kang mga commitments din sa ASEAN. Well, it is, I think, the privilege and discretion of the President of an independent sovereign nation na gawin ang dapat sa tingin niya ay tamang gawin. Di ba? Kasi hindi naman kasi maganda rin yung confrontation. Di ba? So even China itself, sinasabi ng China na dapat pag-usapan natin yung problema. Kasi ang ginawa kasi ni Pinoy, instead na makipag-usap, diniretso agad sa korte. Di ba? Kaya ito ngayon, nagreact ang China, nasabi nila na hindi namin susundin kung ano man ang magiging decision dyan dahil wala namang authority yung permanent court na nag-decide sa issue na yan.
At yung previous administration ng Attorney Hamon, they're expecting na President Duterte will respect kung ano man ang magiging decision ng UN arbitration.
Definitely. At kung merong mang problema, siyempre, you will have to follow the...
The Ambassador of the Republic of Austria. The Ambassador of the Republic of the Union of Myanmar. The Ambassador of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam.
Una si si Secretary
siyempre,
Yasay na magpa-picture. Of course,
Papal Nuncio. Of course.
as the Dean of the Diplomatic Corps.
The Ambassador of the Independent State of Papua New Guinea.
So narinig natin isa-isa pinapakilala.
The Ambassador of Brunei Darussalam. The Ambassador of the United Arab Emirates. The Ambassador of the State of Kuwait. The Ambassador of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste. The Ambassador of the People's Republic of Bangladesh. The Ambassador of the Kingdom of Cambodia. The Ambassador of the Republic of Italy. The Ambassador of the Republic of Egypt. The Ambassador of the United Kingdom, Great Britain, and Northern Ireland. The Ambassador of the United Mexican States.
Chairman siya ng Securities and Exchange Commission. ayun, nakaaway niya nun si President Erap
Erap.
Duterte.
As you can see, minove siya ni Painter, ano? Kasi hindi pwedeng magka-level sila sa protocol kasi hindi niya ka-level.
Siyempre.
Pangulo,
Pangulo
oo,
yan.
mangunguna sa linya yung Pangulo.
siyempre.
Nasa likod, yung Secretary of
Definitely,
Foreign Affairs.
definitely.
So you see, si Painter, titiyak niya yung protocol sa susunod. Diba?
Kasi lahat yan recorded
implemented. Oo.
Kaya pag tinignan mo ulit yung record niyan, doon mo makikita no? Kung ano yung mga protocol na ino-observe.
So isa-isa may mga brief chat na mangyayari between President Duterte. Greetings, no? Most likely greetings dun sa mga members ng diplomatic corps. Habang hindi pa dumadating yung members ng diplomatic corps, nagpapapicture taking
of the
muna.
diplomatic corps.
President, naku,